All right. What's up, everybody? What's Good Denver is a weekly celebration of culture and discovery and fun stuff to do for kids, couples, singles, and old timers. I'm Ryan Estes with Tom. Check one, check two, Donahue, and the mayor of Denver of podcasting, Troy Higgins. Today's feature is 4th of July, and we'll check in on Troy's first trip to Denver, which was awesome. To follow the show, go to kitcaster.com/Denver and subscribe on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Apple, Spotify. And today our music is by Troy Higgins. All right, let's dive right in, gentlemen. We're talking about 4th of July. Tom, what do you got on tap for us this weekend?
I mean, there's a lot of things going on, obviously, for the 4th. I picked a couple cool, unique events, but I also just want to talk a little bit about things that I do each 4th. So, first things first, we'll go through some events. I picked this sunrise hike and silent disco at Mount Falcon Park. Do you know where that is, Ryan? I don't even know where Mount Falcon Park is.
Yeah, it's close. I think it's right out of 285. It's really close, though.
Okay, cool. Well, it says, come kick off the 4th in pure ecstasy and meet your new bestie. Celebrate
Nice.
the holiday doing something that nourishes you with natural endorphins. So it's early, sunrise hike, but 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. And you're gonna do your hike and also enjoy a nice silent disco once you're done.
Nice. Yeah, Mount
Move and
Falcon
groove.
is great. That's like a classic spot that the children of Denver public schools would go to for like their outdoor adventures. It's beautiful.
Nice. Move and groove to your favorite beats. It, it,
Love it.
it sounds pretty cool. So yeah, definitely check that. It's $15. You can check it out online. Just type in Sunrise Hike at Mount Falcon Park, and you'll find that easily. Um, the next thing, I've never been to this place, but the Church of Cannabis, they have a day event going on there. And actually, you can do this any day this week, but it's a laser light show, meditation, and full on day pass to explore the Church of Cannabis. Um, this place is interesting. I've passed by it. They're obviously very 420 friendly over there, um, but they have this cool beyond laser light experience that they have going on, and a whole bunch of other cool activities, games, things that you can do in there. So I'm pretty sure they just want you to spark up and then come through and have some fun. And this week, they have that deal going on where you get the full day pass for whatever. I think
Is
it's
this just today? Or no, it's going on the whole week. Okay.
yeah, it's
Nice.
it's it's going all week. So definitely check it out. I mean, I've never gone over there just yet, but yeah, it seems like tickets are range anywhere between $10 and $40. You can choose what's right for you.
It looks like the inside of it looks like an actual church.
It's a church.
It's a
Oh, wow.
church.
Oh, it is. Okay. I thought it
Yeah,
was just okay, like a dispensary.
it's a big, I mean, I don't even know what time period this church was built in. Ryan, maybe you know, but it's got that old classic look from Denver. It's definitely an old church that they've
Yeah,
taken
the
over.
congregation must have fallen apart a little bit, and they got a hold of it. But I don't know how much they really lean into the church part, aside from that it's just the structure that's a church, and the architecture on the inside has been like made up of. It's like what is the Sistine Chapel with times Rastafarianism, I think,
Yeah,
Mm,
is
definitely.
kind of the energy.
mm. Nice.
But
Absolutely. It's like cool, trippy designs in there rather than, you know, old Renaissance era murals.
Right.
I wondered though if it's actually just a net positive of psychedelia. I mean, you go into some of these like cathedrals and stuff, and you look at the stained glass and the art that's already there, the architecture and like all the fractal imagery.
Hmm.
I mean, if not the like parishioners, the people that built those cathedrals were definitely in on some sacred rites and rituals, would be my guess. I mean, and that goes from mosques to like Catholic churches to all of them. You're like, wow, look at this gigantic fractal rose imagery. I know what they're telling me
Hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely,
Agreed.
definitely.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a good week to check that place out. The Day Pass deal looks like a pretty solid one.
totally.
Um, and then let's just talk about Red Rocks real quick. Tonight and tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, the second and third is Dead Rocks. Zed's Dead. They do this every year. They got a whole event going on where I think they're going to do Civic Center Park. They do a grill out later on in the week after Dead Rocks, and they have all types of huge bass artists coming through to participate. Tonight at Red Rocks, Zed's Dead with Dr. P, Victor, Levity, Mary Droppins, and Torcha. So that's going to be a good one. And then tomorrow night, supporting them, they have Boo, which is some cool drum and bass stuff. Um, Be Live 247, Imanu, back to back Night Punk. Hell yeah. Dead Rocks is always, I mean, people are coming in from around the world for that. So it's always a big thing here. And then they do their awesome cookout. It's like a whole week's worth of events here in Denver for them each year. It's kind of become tradition.
Nice.
Thursday for the fourth, Blues Traveler with special guests JJ Gray, Mofro, and Eggy. And then all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have the Avett brothers. Avett? 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 The Avett
He's
brothers.
Abbott. I say Abbott.
I think Avett sounds right. But they got all weekend. Um, you know, on Friday, support from Little Feet. Saturday, Melissa Etheridge, and Sunday, Dawes.
Nice. 3
Shout
shows
out.
back to back. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. I mean, they must. I'm not too familiar with what they have going on, but they must be killing it if they got
Right.
3 days back to back.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, next week, Portugal the Man. That looks cool. But that's all I got. And then I just think the best thing that you could possibly do on the 4th of July during sunset, find a place high up in Denver, whether you're on top of your apartment building, you're at your buddy's house who's got a nice view, or you just go up near, um, you know, out over into the plains on the Aurora side, or you go up into the hills on the west side of the city. Just get up high, somewhere that you can see far and wide, and you will see 10 billion fireworks. Just as long as you get up high, you're good. I mean, so many people, once dusk sets in, um, are going to start launching off fireworks, and you'll see, the big main shows all the way down from Highlands Ranch up to Thornton, Westminster, Lakewood, Golden. A lot of those municipalities will have their big official fireworks shows all going on at the same time. And then you'll see every person who made their way up to Wyoming to pick up some at-home fireworks far and in between launching off theirs. So there's no reason to just go to one fireworks show here. Like, you can see all the big ones if you just find the right spot.
I totally agree. It's cool when you're up high too and seeing them kind of looking down on fireworks. It's totally different. You get the whole canopy effect.
Yeah, yeah. If you were
Really?
up,
I don't think I've ever experienced that before, being above the fireworks show.
It's cool.
A
it's
wild
sick.
concept.
Red Rocks, for example, if you went up there, I mean, imagine that 4th of July show, Blues Traveler, when the sun
Yeah.
goes down. That is actually crazy. I never even thought of that. They're going to see 1 billion. They're going to have a whole light show, and they're going to see all the fireworks when the sun goes down.
Yeah. Blues Traveler's been doing that show for 20 plus years. They just have 4th of July locked at Red Rocks. You
Really?
know, yeah. If you want to
Wow.
hear that fast harmonica, I mean, who else is going to give it to you on 4th of July?
That must be real exciting once the fireworks start up there because you can see so much from up there.
Totally. Nice. I've got just a couple of things. So, Cherry Creek Arts Festival is this weekend, and generally speaking, we talk a lot about street art and different kind of street festivals and maybe a little bit of edgier stuff. But Cherry Creek Arts Festival is fantastic. It's another mainstay in Denver. This is a great place to find beautiful paintings that would look great in your bedroom, or perhaps a beautiful portrait photography. You know, a little bit more on the conservative side as far as like, it's not going to be violent or like too graphic in any particular direction, which is the kind of art I'm into, which is like 24/7 art, you know? And that's a great spot for it. But not only that, they have free music, they have food vendors, they got everything. It's great for everybody. Great spot for kids, great spot for old timers. Want to give a shout out to the Flowbots that are playing at Levitt for free July 6th. These are old buddies of mine, and really, maybe 20 years ago now, had a couple of great hit songs and really parlayed that success in the music industry to doing really cool stuff for the community here in Denver. Their group is, I believe, called Youth on Record, which is kind of their nonprofit here in Denver, where they help kids get involved in audio and arts and video. They do podcast production, they do music production, and they've been really instrumental in helping kids, particularly disadvantaged youth, express themselves creatively. So I love those guys. I want them to ride their bike with no handlebars all weekend and feel the love of this town that does love them dearly. July 4th, there's only one way to do it, if you're asking me, and that's Jefferson Park. And this is top secret information. I don't want to tell anybody too much. Jefferson Park is off 23rd in Denver, right next to Mile High Stadium. So what happens, whatever's happening at Mile High Stadium, you get to see those fireworks. But families, and I mean multiple families, have been setting up shop at Jefferson Park for a long time. And it is absolutely insane. Like, they're spending thousands of dollars on mortars, and it's completely nuts. Last year was a little bit too far, where they started taking the mortar out of the shell and they are just lobbing it into the middle of the park.
Whoa.
It's exceptionally dangerous way to celebrate the 4th of July at Jefferson Park, but it is so much fun because there are so many illegal. I don't know. I don't know the status of these fireworks. Perhaps they're legally obtained and shot off, but there is a fire presence and there's a police presence, just making sure everybody's safe, which you're definitely not safe there. I had a mortar blow up on my picnic blanket once and lit my son's hair on fire and burned little holes in my shirt. You know,
Whoa. All right.
yeah, it's not safe, but it's a lot of fun. It's great, and it's old school Denver, which makes me love and be endeared to it. All right, without further ado, we hosted Troy Higgins here last week for like 3-4 days, which was totally awesome to have you out, man. I would love to hear your take. We did a couple of real Denver things from this podcast. We had to go to Red Rocks, and
Yeah.
we went to ESP and hung with Olivia a little bit. What were some of your takeaways from Denver, man?
Yeah. First of all, thank you all for hosting. It was I gotta say, I think as a first Denver experience, I might go 10 out of 10. Yeah,
Nice.
it exceeded
Yeah.
expectations. The city was great. I feel like I did so much. I was all over the place, got a taste of the dining, the food scene, the nightlife scene. Um, we did some outdoorsy stuff. We went to Red Rocks, and I feel like I was all over the city. Um, I went to a ton of places, just to name a few. Pon Pon, which was like a little dive bar in Rhino, right? Rhino.
Mhm.
Yeah, that place was cool. Beacon, that was cool. That's like a kind of bass music place where if you want to go late night, hear some electronic music. Milk Bar, that was another cool spot. That was like a multi-level kind of bar with just different rooms. There's like arcades, different DJs, different kind of music going on. That was crazy. And then yeah, ESP was so cool. Hanging out with the What's Good Denver crew there. Craft cocktails, hi-fi listening. That place was definitely a vibe. Um, yeah, and just the hotel downtown. Just kind of, I was like walking around downtown a little bit looking for places to eat. I will say Denver, Denver's downtown compared to like let's say Los Angeles downtown or San Diego downtown, like I would literally eat off the pavement of downtown Denver compared. just to put that out there. So it was actually much cleaner and nicer than some of these other major city spots over here. But yeah, overall incredible experience. Um, looking forward to going back hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah, man. That
Nice.
it was super cool. I definitely would not. We took you down the right streets. There's
Mhm.
Denver's got its spots, but it is largely a really clean town. I think when I travel outside of the of Denver, it's like when you see rats and roaches on the streets, you're like, ugh.
Mhm.
It does drive it home when, our town is relatively clean.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. What'd you think of Red Rocks?
Red Rocks was beautiful. I really want to see a show there. I think it's one thing to experience it during the day, but I think the real experience, I'm assuming, is probably seeing a live event. We did see, I think it was Damian Marley doing sound check for, and he played his, I think, top song, "Welcome to Jam Rock." I'm pretty sure we heard that, so that was
Mhm.
definitely a win. But yeah, Red Rocks is amazing. I might have to fly out there just to see a show next time there's like an artist I really want to see.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's worth it.
that's a way to plan your Colorado trip. Just plan it around the show that you want to see at Red Rocks, and then handle everything else from there.
Yeah, yeah, that would definitely be the move. Um, it
The museum at Red Rocks has really come a long way too. I didn't realize it was that built out though. That was really cool. Going during the day and do the tourist and check out all the different statistics and the pictures, you know.
Yeah, they have every single artist that's ever played listed, organized by year. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
They were
Mhm.
running out of space. I think 2024 was like there was no more room left on the wall. So let's see
Yeah,
what they do. I gotta
what are they gonna
expand the
do?
exhibit. Yeah.
You're gonna have to dig deeper into the rocks.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I think the first show I ever saw at Red Rocks was 1994 Smoke and Grooves tour. So
Mm.
it was kind of wild to find that event. You're like, oh yeah, August, and then see how many people have played since. It's like, wow, it was a long time ago. That
Hmm.
was a great show though. Smoke and Grooves, and then I think I also went to Reggae on the Rocks, which that used to be a seminal 2-day event. But reggae's kind of in a bit of a it's a little underground now. Not a lot of reggae music coming out these days, ironically, since we're just there with Damian Marley.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Right,
The
right.
peak of reggae is still shining, but the underground is down there. It was also cool to see, like, 70s and 80s, you got like 4, 5 shows per year. And then now up in the 2010s, 2020s, we're looking at like 50 shows per year at least.
Yeah, they really figured it out. I wonder why they were at such minimum capacity back then. You know, maybe it was demand. I mean, it could be that Denver's doubled or tripled in size since then, and just the hunger for it. I'm not
And
sure.
just the sheer volume of touring acts, I mean, has definitely increased dramatically.
Yeah,
It seems like, I mean, from my understanding, that almost every Red Rock shows they're packing out, if not selling out, is what it seems like. It's kind of like bigger than the music. It's almost like huge travel destination for people. So
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, like what Riley does is, I think, the smartest thing ever. You join the Friends of Red Rocks, and I think you're committed to like 5 or 6 cleanup days. So after a show, the Friends of Red Rocks go in there and pick up cups and do whatever to keep the place clean. But then as a result, you kind of get, I think, open access to any show, which seems really fun. I mean, getting excited for your favorite artist is cool, but like, let's just go for a couple hours to Red Rocks and check it out. Seems like a really, because you're right, Troy. It's such a destination. If
mhm.
it's a nice, cool evening, who's
Hmm.
playing? Who cares? Let's go.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
it's easy.
We also checked out, which we've talked about on the podcast before, the best burger in Denver, Atomic Cowboy. That was very, very, very good. But I think next time I'll have to try Tom's Choice, my brother's bar, and we'll have to do a little side by side comparison.
I'm
But it was outstanding.
I'm going candlelight. Savannah and them,
Oh,
they
I'm sorry,
wanted my
Candlelight, not
brother's bar. Yeah, candlelight
Candlelight.
for me.
Sorry, yeah,
That
yeah, Candlelight
bacon
Tavern, not
Swiss
the bar.
burger. But the one we had with Ryan, I think everybody got it at the table. It was good.
Yeah,
It's a nice smash burger.
Oh yeah.
it's good. I went Parmesan fries. I don't think that was the right idea. That definitely slowed me down for some time.
Hmm.
Mm,
You know, I probably should have gone just salad. Salad, burger, good combo, nice and safe.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Parmesan fries, that's ambitious for sure.
It's very rich. Well, waffle fries on top of that. So you got surface area and you have absorption of grease, plus they're completely encrusted in Parmesan.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was pretty intense,
Oh
but
Gravy
boy.
delicious.
fries too. I mean, we
Yeah.
sampled some gravy fries. They're very good there.
Yeah. With the bacon. Oh, those were good.
Mhm.
That was very good.
Nice, Troy. Any other memorable meals? How was your hotel? I mean, you stayed at what, the Sheraton downtown? I guess it's not too
Uh,
remarkable.
the Hilton Garden Inn.
Hilton.
Yeah, yeah, very central to everything. I kind of walked around a little bit, explored. I went to this place called uh Ace Serve
Ace
Tom.
Eat Serve.
Yeah, Ace Eat Serve. I was like craving wings Saturday morning and I was kind of just exploring the area. I went over to Ace Eat Serve and I got these Korean spicy wings. They were very good. They were like $7 on happy hour, which was a deal. Um, Along with some edamame and a cold pint. And that was an excellent Saturday meal before heading off to the airport. That place was very good. Um, and
Is
also
that is that where you ended up taking your fam?
No, so Saturday morning for breakfast, the fam came over and visited, and we went to Sam's 3, which was like a diner
Yeah.
near the hotel. Great family spot. Um, I got the like one of the breakfast burritos. It was like a giant wet burrito. It was really good. But
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I feel like I went all over the place. I've only named like not even maybe half the places that we went to. I'd have to pull up a list to remember them all.
Nice.
We were all
Sam's
over the
number
place.
three, solid.
Yeah, yeah,
Solid choice.
yeah. We got the full tour.
Amazing. Well, it's going to be a short episode, but Troy, it was so fun having you out. I mean, I maybe made it to half the festivities. I was tapping out, but
Hmm.
yeah, you were in good hands, man. All those spots are just absolute Colorado legends.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I said, I feel like I got the full tour. And yeah, next phase is going back for a Red Rock show for sure.
Yeah, next time you come out, I'll give you the grandpa tour. We'll check out landmarks. We'll look at some of that historical architecture. I was happy. We also went to the bow
Yep.
spot.
Al Brew House. Yep.
Oh
Now Brew
yeah.
House, where I got to share a little bit of Denver history because that's right there at the Confluence Park off Larimer. So it's like that's literally the oldest part of Denver there was. So we could talk about Auraria a little bit. We found out that that place used to be a brothel,
Mhm.
and it's like kind of a rather large saloon. So they must have been pretty successful there off the river.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
that place was cool too.
Definitely.
Yeah, I did. I drove past the Denver Mint, which we've talked about several times on here. That was cool. Also, that what is it? The high-rise condos with the holes architecture. I saw that one a couple times. So yeah, it's just seeing a couple places we've talked about many times come to life was pretty cool.
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty dope. That when we were there too, there Blink 182 was letting out, and so was Morgan Whalen or Morgan
Morgan
Wallen.
Wallen, yeah.
And there
There was
remember
lots of
those kids?
shows this week.
It really was. There was like there's like a 7-year-old kid running around with his shirt off with a mohawk and a fake tattoos all over him and drumsticks for Travis Barker. It's like, hell
Yeah.
yeah. There's some good parenting going on there.
They were
Love to
loving it.
see it. Love to see it.
Nice. Well, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. If you want details about the show or if you have a show to promote, kitcaster.com/Denver. There's a little submission form. We're happy to big up anything that you've got going on, any events that you've got going on, anything you want help promoting. We're there for you. Follow us on Spotify, Apple, Instagram, and TikTok if you want to see some of the fabulous shorts Troy's putting out. Other than that, we will regroup next week. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Thank
Thanks,
you
everyone.
guys. Talk soon.
See you.